skill set wasn't being represented or talked about enough.
That's not why the world fell in love with Lopez. You know, he's shown more power than he has IQ and skill set. But he does have the skill and the ability to box with Loma, and we're seeing it right now.
Halfway through round one, this is exactly what we told you about Loma, about being a slow starter, about downloading the information and not firing off the way we typically see. He finds range. He gets distance calculated.
I'll tell you one area where Lopez should attack, and it's the body of Loma, to slow down those legs. 1, 2, he has a big frame. You know, for a small guy, he has a long torso. Go down to that body. You see how Loma keeps his hands up real high? Throw something up top and then drop something down to the body. There it is.
And there is the right hand to the body from Teofimo Lopez.
These are the rounds why Loma is downloading information Lopez can put in the bag right now. Keeping his hands working.
You heard his father say after that right hand to the body, that's what I want. There's the jab again from Lopez. More jabs than we're used to seeing from him.
Perfect round so far for Lopez.
So you see all the hand gestures, but you see how Lopez, how calm he is, how relaxed he is.
Tried to come across with that right hand to the body again. Remember, there were so many who thought that Teofimo would come out as the brash, young, bold fighter and jump on Loma. Instead, measured, calculated, utilizing the jab, and went to the body with the right hand. Well done by Teofimo Lopez.
Feet. Watch your feet.
Remember, he has called out Loma for as long as we can all remember, dubbing this ascension the takeover.
That's the most essential thing that Lopez is doing right now, is just sticking the jab out. He's not landing it, but he's occupying Loma. He's not allowing Loma to get comfortable or to be able to gauge his range. And in the meantime, he's flicking jabs out, and he's landing that straight right to the body.
That's a beautiful shot right there, and he got his foot outside the lead foot of Loma to land that right hand to the body. But what I like about what Lopez is doing is he is shooting the jab, but he's staying inside to land his jab. We don't talk about this often, but if you move to your right, you're able to find the angle with your jab a lot easier than moving left.
Goes to the body again, and then a right hand comes in from Teofimo Lopez.
Yeah, you see that power, and you see Loma respecting that power. He felt it already.
So the body work continued, and then all of a sudden Lopez goes up top with a right hand.
I already started to see redness on a rig page on the left side of Loma.
Yes.
He's going to touch to the body. Good work so far. 6 body connects for Teofimo Lopez early on here.
It's going to take about 4 rounds for Loma to get acclimated. He's been out of the ring for about a year, 14 months or so.
Longest career layoff. His last fight was in London. We were there ringside when he had a unanimous decision against Luke Campbell, a tall fighter, another guy who's more than naturally bigger man, and there were moments of success that night in London from Luke Campbell.
Yes, it was, and that's what I saw. I saw that Luke Campbell, when he was able to establish distance outside, he was able to isolate the offense of Lomachenko, just as you see here with Lopez. He's isolating
the left hand from Lomachenko. For the first time now, you see Lopez has to be concerned of crossing the threshold as the process that Lomachenko goes through, the range finding, and he just pulled the trigger quickly with the left hand there.
And it got Lopez's attention.
So Lopez had the right hand early in round 2, and now Lomachenko with a timed left hand moments ago.
It's a high level of skill.
Yes, it is.
From both fighters on display right now. And you may say, well, how's that possible for Lomachenko? It's because you got to watch the indirect attacks, the feints of foot, the feints of hands, and all of the positioning that he's doing before he even lets a shot go.
He makes you work even if he's not throwing punches. He's so angular, all the movement.
Ooh.
It can be exhausting. Good exchange, got to him. What happened in the final 15 seconds.
Just a slip and a straight left, right down the pipe from Lomachenko. He tried to shoot another one. He just missed that one, but just timed him. He didn't throw a punch for a round and a half so he could land a clean shot like that. That's the way that Loma's wired. He doesn't want to waste anything. And then we see a straight left, a swivel right hand, and another left right there that also got Teofimo Lopez's attention.
And it got the attention of Cynthia Lopez as well, who is one of the COVID-tested few who gets to come in here to the Vegas bubble to watch this super fight. So the last half of that second round, bank it for Vasily Lomachenko. Round number 3 for the undisputed title.
Lopez got real comfortable. You know, Loma didn't do much. But then when he did strike like a cobra, and he was pinpoint accurate.
You brought up how exhausting it can be with a non-punching activity. How Loma can outclass his opponents mentally. And for Lopez, this is not just a challenge of what you're up against physically, but staying focused every single second against a master craftsman. That can be so taxing, Dre.
It's like Brady or Aaron Rodgers going to the line of scrimmage and audibling 2 or 3 times, and as a defense you get set and then they audible again, and then you get set and they audible again. It's very, very exhausting, and Lopez knows this coming in. He's watched Lomachenko, so I believe he's prepared for that tonight.
And then on the other side, Tim, if you're Teofimo, you know that Loma loves to fight with rhythm. He loves to conduct the orchestra of his fights. At some point, you have to find a way to be disruptive. You have to find a way to take full control and make him uncomfortable.
You got to be a little bit aggressive to offset that rhythm, but he fades in and out of range. You know, that's why he's so effective. You know, you come in and see him, he stepped out of range right there, made Lopez miss, then he'll come back in range. It looks like you can hit him, and then he slightly gets out. Then he moves his head off to the side. You have to be alert, really alert, when you're in there against a sharpshooter like Lomachenko. There he is, dipping, changing levels. See, what Loma's doing is he's trying to test the young guy. He's trying to see what he knows. He's changing levels, dropping his head down low, trying to see if he can get a response. And if he sees the right response, then he'll attack. He'll come up shooting with shots.
Loma found himself in the pocket for a moment there, and Teofimo threw the 2-punch combination.
That body shot lifted up Lomachenko. Try to get away from it.
Left hand from Teofimo. Every time that threshold is crossed, he is going to fire. There he is with Lomachenko against the ropes for a moment, and a combination. Lomachenko returns fire.
See, Lopez got to be a little bit more disciplined. If he's going to do the shoulder roll, he got to be a little bit more disciplined with that.
It's not time for that, Timmy. It's not time for that. It's the 3rd round. It's not time for the shoulder roll. The shoulder roll comes when you're comfortable and you've taken charge of this fight. And right now, Lopez is not completely in control of this fight.
Well, he's in control of this round right now.
Took the first, Lomachenko's effort in the second, and then a good-looking round here in round number 3 for the hopeful undefeated American. Come on.
Round 4.
In that 3rd round, Teofimo Lopez has landed 11 of 42 punches thrown. Lomachenko had 2 of 11. .26% was the connect percentage in that last round for Teofimo Lopez. Let's bring in Bernardo.
Teofimo Sr. said, I told you we could get him. I think he hurt him in that last round, and he landed a really good 7. I said, what's the 7? That overhand looping right. He said, mentally, we've got him where we want him. He's not doing anything.
It's a big early statement, but it's a guy who is often very confident. His father, his trainer, who has molded him throughout his amateur career, throughout his pro career. Whole lot of trainer, whole lot of hype man.
And Lopez is boxing good, like we've said, these first 4 rounds. But it's way premature to say that they've got Loma where they want him. It's a lot of fight left.
Especially considering the way a typical Lomachenko fight goes.
That nice little jab over Lopez's jab. It's nice by Lomachenko. I'm looking forward to seeing the uppercut from Lopez.